Welcome to space, everybody. I am Jeffries. This is, of course, Space Engineers. Let's get into it, shall we? Look at this. What a lovely view of the planet. I think this is supposed to be Earth. It's hard to tell sometimes with these games, though. I'm currently zooming backwards from the planet's surface. Let's switch our dampeners off. Basically, I'm trying to get as far away from the gravity field as possible. And that will become clearer once this episode really kicks off. Basically, this series is going to start with me building a huge ship to go between planets. It won't land on the planet's surface itself, because I don't think the type of ship I've got in mind will be capable of landing on any planet really, or any moon or asteroid or anything, because it's going to be pretty big, pretty heavy, and I doubt I'll have enough power in the thrusters to be able to get it to do what I want it to do. Because I'd like it to land on planets, obviously, but I think we're going to end up with more of a Star Trek approach, where the Enterprise is actually docked on like a space station above Earth, and then they shuttle to and from it. You know, I very nearly started this episode by saying space, the final frontier, but I thought no, let's not do that, let's leave that to the professionals. Okay, so we're a long way away from the planet now. If I open up the G menu, it takes a little time to load because we've got lots of mods installed. I'm sure people are going to ask me to go through the list. I would love to be able to go through the list, but I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what I've got installed on this game. You'll be able to see the actual assets though here, so you'll be able to work out what mods they are from. In fact, they're here. Actually, the names of the mods are here. So, got things like letters and numbers, which is pretty cool. I like that. I think there should be more than that. I hope there's more than that. I definitely downloaded more than that. Oh, here they are. The rest of them. For some reason, they're all split up. I've got the azimuth thrusters. I've gone for like the interior stuff, which sort of does stuff. Glass bridges, wedge reactors. As I say, you can see them all in here. Command consoles, which I'm looking forward to using if they're actually a thing. Heavy landing gear, which definitely is going to be utilised on this ship that I plan on building. Platform pipe conveyor adapter. Interesting. Platform cross with girders. Okay. T-pipe conveyor. Oh, I think these are the ones that have... Yeah, I believe those are the ones that have a floor with a conveyor pipe running underneath it. That sounds plausible to me. Heavy mining drill, we'll be using that. Encased gyroscope, we'll be using that. Lift cage. Definitely we'll be using lifts and hatch doors and things like that. Command consoles as well. We'll definitely be using those. I mean, really, I think I've done enough of sort of mucking around. Area welder. That sounds interesting. Got massive solar panels too, which I'm looking forward to using. Hydrogen tanks, always a good thing. I'm not quite sure what these are. They're to do with cockpits, I know that much. But what they are to do with cockpits, I'm not 100%. A lot of it will just be me sort of playing around with mods as well and seeing what we've got. Docking ring sector. Interesting. Titan engine, ceiling monitor. Okay, I think we've got a fair idea now of what exactly we're going to be using. First things first, I want to grab the heavy armor block. We're going to stick to the basics to begin with. And I'm going to do new large ship. And I'm going to use... I think you have to do that first. Oh, okay. Is it Control B? No. Shift B? No. Okay, I might have to change my stance a little bit. Oh, there you go. That's what I wanted to do. That one. That one. That one. There. Okay, you'll see I'm in creative mode. That's going to make this a little bit easier to be able to do. There's a ship over there. 2 enemy signals 9 kilometers away. I hope they don't attack, because this is nowhere near ready, as I'm sure you've worked out. Right, let's colour this first, actually. Let's go for dark blue. Let's try something like that. See how that looks. Oh yes, I like that. Okay, so that's going to be... Let's do 9 wide. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can get rid of the landing gear now. Good, good. Not a big fan of landing gear. From what I can see, they're still a little bit bugged. Any of you watched my live streams from... Crikey, must have been almost 2 years ago now. Landing gear is not my friend. Landing gear is not my friend. In fact, I think those they would have still been on my Twitch channel if they hadn't have decided to start getting rid of old Twitch VODs. So I'm just trying to think where it might be on my channel. Someone have a look for me if you want to. I believe it's on my channel. I hope it's on my channel. Right, how big am I going to make this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can make it 5. Like that, and then have it start coming back in. And we'll do the hull like that. So you're starting to get an idea of the shape of this ship. Now I will say now, bit of a spoiler in some respects, but this ship I plan on making it modular. So we're going to build like a basic structure, and then we're going to copy that structure over and fit out sort of each section of the ship with different necessities, really. So I've gone one too high on this side. So to give you an example, one will contain like a power room where the reactor will go. One will contain a storage room where, funny enough, all the storage will go. One will contain the cockpits, sort of the command modules. One will contain the oxygen areas, and you know, you get the idea. We will have separate modules sort of built specially, which will be hangars, just trying to think, airlocks, sort of welding areas maybe. See if we can have a ship builder within the actual ship itself. That would be pretty cool if we can make that work. I've always wanted to build a ship that has welding stations on it. It's just because I've actually watched videos of how to do the welding, and it doesn't look as simple as perhaps I'd like it to. You need coding, which I'm not... It's not like I'm not familiar with coding, it's just that I'm not a big fan of coding at this moment in time. At university I am learning how to code, so I imagine in the future coding will become more of my friend. But, once again, using that F word, it's not my friend right now. So I'd like to avoid it as much as possible. Right, so this is the basic hull shape. You'll see that... so I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right as I'm talking. You'll see that the hull is going to be this sort of... I mean, it's technically curved, but it's also not. This is going to be a standard hull. So this is going to be sort of the above average... I really can't get my words out today, because that's not what I want to say at all. This is the standard hull. So this is... Most of the main parts of the ship will be built to this style, and then they'll have their different faculties within the inside of the ship. That's what I want to say. Now we'll have a conveyor system that will run through here as well. So let me try and fit that in. I'm just thinking where I want it to go. If I attach you there and you here, like that, go underneath. Let's drop down a little bit. There we go. Flip you over there, and we'll flip this one over and stick you there. Autosave. Once again, can be my friend, can sometimes be my enemy. Today it seems to want to be my friend, which is good. Okay, and then we'll snap you away, and we'll snap you away, and that's where our conveyors will go. So they'll carry things like oxygen, parts, obviously. In fact, let's grab some conveyors. We'll go for... Whoops, can't spell. We'll go for the standard blocks. See, I have this option here of using sorters. And I might use them just to get like a one-way system going within the ship. So let me show you what I mean. So you see which way the arrow's pointing. So that's an in. And if I come down this side and spin it round, wrong way, that's an out. So then when it comes down to it, I think can I do it like this? Or do I have to? No, I think I need access to a control panel in order to make that work. But you'll see how that's going to be set up in a little bit. Okay, so I'm fairly happy with how this is going so far. As I say, right at the moment it's behaving itself, so I can't really complain, can I? And we'll make this a little bit longer. Let's do 72 this side. We'll go ahead and we'll do 72 on this side as well. Actually, no. That's going to be one end of the ship. That's why the conveyors are there. Otherwise, it wouldn't really work. So let's do another... Oh, no. This is when I don't like this feature. When it starts going a bit haywire. There we are. Let's do another 72. Like so. And then we'll put another ring on. And this will be the back end of the ship. So let's do that as well. Use the C key to go down. The controls on this game are very smooth, I should say. I just make them look worse than they actually are. I had a thing when I was doing the live streams, it became like a trademark of mine. That, well, there's no nice way of saying it. I used to fly head first into things and kill myself. It was totally accidental, certainly was not intentional, but that's what ended up happening. So I got quite well known on our little server that we had going for doing just that. And every time I went off, for God's sake, people knew straight away what had happened. And sure enough, yes. I'd flown headfirst into something at maximum speed, probably with my inertia dampeners off as well, because I do that a lot. And was then sort of flat as a pancake against a wall somewhere. Dead as the proverbial dodo. Okay, so that's one ring. Done and out of the way. Or one half of the ring, I should say. We'll do the other half now. I want to get through this bit as quick as possible. And I'm sure you guys would like me to as well. Because I want to get on to adding things like thrusters and core components. As I say, this is going to be a blank shell, this particular bit of the ship. Don't expect to see huge amount of work going into this bit right now. Because we are just building an empty shell, which is then going to be expanded upon once I've blueprinted it. That is not where I wanted that to go. Oh no, I've done it all wrong now. As I say, the controls are really good, I just make them look bad. And I pressed the wrong button. That was completely... Right. Left click. I'm used to playing Minecraft still. Should say, the Minecraft series isn't being recorded at the moment, and I think I've said this in other videos. The frame rate on my Minecraft is really deteriorated, so I'm considering starting a new world with all new mods that are actually more suited to what I want to do in the series, and will improve the frame rate, because then I haven't got sort of empty mods that aren't really being used for anything. Right, I need to replace some bits, so you need to be replaced with you. This one here needs to be replaced as well. Perfect. Make sure these are facing the right way. So this one is an out, like that. This one is an in, like that. You can actually see that they're connected up as well. Or they're not connected up, as the case may be. Right, let's put a line of these in. Like so. And then I'll connect these up. So you are this one. The one issue of using dark coloured blocks like this is when it gets dark, like it currently is, which it's going to be for a long time actually, considering we are in space. When you're working in the shadows, like we are at the moment, it's very hard to see which way around your blocks are facing until you've placed them. That section there we're going to leave in the open for now, just so I can see precisely what is going on. But here you are. This is the basic module of the ship. It's about yay big. Now, if I grab a cargo container. Let me limit this a second, because I've got the Dense XL cargo container, which I'm very keen on trying out. See how big these are? You can actually fit, if I put one there, one there. Can I fit a third one in? That would be so cool if I could. Oh, look at that. It's almost like I planned it. Which, believe me, I did not. And then if I come down this side and do the same thing, which I don't think they'll fit, actually. How big are these? If they're an even number, then I'm going to have to stagger them slightly. Yeah, I'm going to have to stagger them slightly. I say, we've got room within the ring. That's my phone responding to something that I did not say. It's one of the disadvantages of having an Android. Right, so yeah, one of the advantages of having this ring is you actually have more space in the center than you think you do. As long as we have like a 1 block gap. Of course, in the future, I could design modules that are wider in the center. Sort of have it fan out at one end and fan back in at the other. That would make things easier. But, you know, this is a fairly decent size for a ship. For a starter ship as well, it's a very decent size. So let's not do that. Let's pop this line in there. And then let's hop over here and we'll pop this line in like that. Let's sort of build a structure so I can see just how big this ship is going to be. And you can see already I missed out a layer here. Like so. Same thing on this end. How I did that, I do not know. I should assume I missed out a layer. Yeah, must have done, otherwise that doesn't fit. Okie dokie, so we'll delete you for a second so I can fit in you. Like that. Delete all of these. Like that. Right, so that's the basic framework of the ship. That's the area that we have to work in for this basic module. And you can see, you know, there's a lot of space in here. You can sort of kick around, you can have a game of football in here if you wanted, you could probably have a goal at either end. We're not going to do that because that's not quite along the lines of what we have in store for this series. But I'm pressing completely the wrong button here and floating away. Have I got my dampeners on again? Yeah, I have, good. Okay, I want to work on thrusters now. Because as I said, this ship is modular, which means that we are going to have thrusters on every single module and somewhere to control the ship as well. So what are you? You're a hydrogen thruster. Let's try you out and see how good you are. Oh, you're not available for slope ship. Okay. Not sloped, large ship. Slope large hydrogen thruster. Really? That's not good. That's not good at all, because that's actually one of my my plans a bit out the window. I mean, I could use these. Let's see if these work, which they do. What's on the back of these a second? Because some of these have changed a little since I last used them. Okay, doesn't seem to be too much. So you line these up along like that. That creates that extra little... I mean, it goes into part of the structure, is what I'm trying to say. It becomes part of the structure. And it actually, you know, it looks the part. You put them on the bottom as well, and you end up with quite a nice little... system. Now obviously these are just sideways pointing thrusters. We do need to put some forward and backwards and up and downs as well, but you know, I have that in mind. I have a plan for up and down anyway. Maybe not so much for forward and backwards. That's going to be the tricky bit. Why do I get the feeling that I've put those in upside down? Because I have put them in upside down. See what I mean? I didn't notice that until after they'd been placed. There we are. Okay, so those are the sideways thrusters, and that's actually going to help with the overall ship movement as well, once that's ready to go. As for the up and downs, I could just use these again, but I think you kind of want to shake them up a little bit. See what else we've got. So what's this one? This is the azimuth thruster sloped yellow, and I don't think, I mean, to be honest, these are all the same anyway. So that's a large angled one, which I think we're going to need for going up and down. Although I say that, it's... well, I don't know, it seems to be smaller than the other ones. But we'll try it, we'll see how it looks. Because again, if you include the thrusters as part of the whole design, you can then go for like a double thickness wall inside. But going for the thrusters as part of the design, it means it's all, the ship itself is actually quite nice and compact. You haven't got big sort of like thruster bays sticking out everywhere, which we will have for the back of the ship. We will have sort of large thrusters that will point outwards, in fact, most directions really, to try and get the ship moving at a good speed. But for these modules, you do want something as small and compact as possible. Something like that. That actually looks pretty damn good, if you ask me. Like so. And we're very nearly done with this design, actually. Just got to put the forwards and backwards ones in, as I said. Now I think for forwards and backwards we want something a little more, with a little more oomph. But not too big, obviously, because then you end up wiping out whatever's in front or behind you. But I think definitely... see how big this is. How big are you? You're fairly big. But I reckon if we put one there... actually, hang on. Where's the centre? The whole thing was 16 long, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You there. Spin this one around. You there. So that's forwards and backwards on the top. We'll put one here as well. I assume these will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure we've got it in the right spot. Flip you over. Like that. We'll come down underneath. Let's make sure I've got this in line. Where's centre? I think centre is there. Whoops. Like that. Is that the centre? Yes, I think it was. It's quite nice. And then finally, here. Which again, let's count the centre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flip you round. Like that. Okay, now obviously all of these need a reactor or a solar panel of some kind. Yeah, I think I've done this wrong again. Let's do it that way. No. That way. Like that, okay. So yeah, so I think we're gonna need a solar panel or a reactor of some kind. These ones I would like to use solar panels, but again it very, very much depends on how powerful these thrusters are. We'll try with solar. We got these XXL ones, which are massive. If you actually look at the size of them. I don't think these are going to do very well on this particular ship. You see they're the wrong size as well. We kind of want flat lying solar panels. So you want them, again even that's probably too big. We'll just go for the large for now, see how big that is. So we want you like that, and then we want you... Which one is it I'm looking for? That's the way. And then we want you to lie down. In fact, if I put you in this gap here, like so, then again you sort of become part of the thrust. Not the thrust, what am I talking about? The hull. And then if I spin you round, like that, and then put you there, and you there, and it's sort of another way of saying which way's up. You just look for the solar panel, that way's up. And as for front and back, I think front will be this end. I think this end will look better as front. Obviously, we need gyroscopes and things as well, otherwise this isn't going to work. But, you know, as a basic ship and a basic structure, I think it looks alright. We need some conveyors. Should we go for the conventional tube? Or we could go for the small tube. No, the small tube is not what we want. We kind of want... yeah, I think I'll just go for the conventional tube. And just run it through. Oh, guess you forgot to turn off meteors. That's not going to end well. Because I don't think this ship is going to survive much of a meteor storm. Right, let's blueprint this quickly before it all goes wrong. Do you know what? I've forgotten how to do this now. Ah, that's not going well. Right, Control C. Yes. You. Control B. No. Right. So that's copied. Let's get out of that. Control B. Can I create from clipboard? Where is it? Did I do it? Did it work? So you can see some of my my old ships here as well, which is quite good. Right, large grid. There it is. You. Can I rename it? I can't. Okay, well it's there. It's there, so that's good. We have got it there in case this does get destroyed by a meteor. I want to put a cockpit on it. And I also want to put some gyros on it. I like to put a floor on it too, so let's put the floor on. Let's see, is that right? To an extent. Fill this in. And then we'll do this little section here. Like so. Let's get rid of this section here because we don't need it. Like that. Right. A camera, something we're going to need. Also, we're going to need connectors. So stick those on. Now, obviously, connectors are going to connect directly up to these conveyors. And I just want to check that they're the right way around. So the slit, yep. I don't think that matters. It's more of me being pedantic, but it's nice to get them the right way around. That and that. And then if I shoot over here, turn these around, that and that. Now we need merge blocks. Right, one by one by one. That should be the right size, shouldn't it? One by one by one. No? Okay. I guess merge blocks aren't a thing on small ships. Again, this is why, I mean, I'm so out of practice on this game. I need to get used to the do's and don'ts again, because as I say, it's been a long time. Alright, so one there, one there. We'll have one on this side and one on the bottom bit, like that, and then we'll have one in line with this, one in line with that, connecting as many of these as possible. And in fact, I will leave those like that for now. We'll put a cockpit in here somewhere. Let's go for a console. Console cockpit, we'll put it somewhere up here on the first floor. Let's throw it in there like that. We haven't got gravity, so I can't turn that off just yet. But if I go into this, press K, merge. Right, so I need to rename this. How do you rename these? Oh, there. Merge block rear. Merge block rear 2. Merge block rear 3. Rear 4. Rear 5. And rear 6. Like so. You are all going to be grouped into merge rear. Save. Cool. Now I need to get the connectors. So I believe you and you are front. So you're going to be connector front right, I think you are. You're going to be connector front left. So we need to grab you, and you're going to be connector front. I should have done this with all of my thrusters as well, so I might have to go back and do that, probably off camera, because it's going to be a pain in the backside. So you're going to be rear left, and you are going to be rear right. Like so. Grab you, and you're going to be connector rear. Save. Okay, good. So we're starting to get these done now. The thrusters, I'm going to leave for now. Way too many thrusters. Also the conveyors. I should have done the conveyors. So what were you? You were conveyor sorter rear left, which means you must be rear right. So again, grab you and you. Conveyor rear. Good. You will be conveyor sorter front left. I think I did front left first. No, I did front right first. So you'll be front left. Like that. So you and you will be conveyor front. Like that. Okay, so if I grab this now, you can see what these are. So you've got ingots, ore, missiles, blah blah blah. If we just leave it as all for now, as we need them to change, we will do that. But for now, at least, we're going to leave it as is. This ship is designed to be retrofitted as well, so it's not too much to worry about right this second. Right, I need to put a staircase in here at some point as well, or a lift. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about that right now, because I want to get the rest of these merge blocks in. So you there, you there, you there, you there, and you there, and then you there. Is that in line? It is. Would you know it? Right, so as you can see, this is how the ship's going to look overall. There's going to be docking points, there's going to be doors, which are going to go across the ends, which I haven't put in yet. It's all built around a framework, basically, how this is going to work. And then each center part, as I say, this is standard number 1. There'll be lots of different standards. This is going to be standard. Oh, hang on. What order did I put these in? Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. So your merge block front. You're going to be front 2. You're going to be front 3. Front 4. Front 5. And front 6. Grab all of you. Merge front. Cool. Right. Let's have a look at these lift blocks that I've got. Try and work out how these work. So your lift cage. So what are you? Okay, you actually walk inside it. Let's see, do I have any small gravity generators? Spherical, this one. So I suppose I'll have just to stick this one down. Like so. Turn my jetpack off. Cool. So grab number 9. Pop you there. Now, how do you work? Maybe you don't work. Oh, I think I know how this works. Yeah, am I trapped in here? Open. I think you cut the floor out underneath it. And then you jetpack up and down. That's what it looks like. So I don't want that. Do I have elevator? I do have elevator. Elevator 3x1, 4x1, 5x1. Now that's a good question. How tall is this? So let's see. This is the ground. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 actually takes it up to this next level. Is that what I want? I would say so. It does say here 3 levels, but we'll see how this looks. So yeah, that's actually spot on for what I want. So let's again, where's the center point? Center point is there. Except that's not really going to work, is it? So let's see again. The center point will be here. So let's do there. Like so. We'll then come along like this. I need to make it so that it sticks through the hole. There you go. Perfect. Again, how does this work? Is there an actual... I think you just jetpack up and down. That's alright though, isn't it? Don't mind that. How far away are you from the end? You are 1, 2, 3. So we'll come over here. We'll grab the middle. We'll go... So you're the middle. 1, 2, 3. Cut you out. Pop that here. Spin you round twice. And there you are. Very nice. Now how does this work? Is there an actual elevator inside this? That would be so cool if there is. Did I press the button? I think I did. There is. Look at it. Oh, that's so cool. Not quite sure what it's doing up on that floor. We'll put a catwalk up there just so that there's something for it to do. Look how cool this is. I might have to make this ship bigger just so that this is worthwhile. Oh, that's so cool. And then you come in here, you press up. Let's see, is it actually going to... Yeah, it's taking us up. Oh, wow. I've never been so excited about a lift before. So is it going to stop here? It is. So if we wanted to, we could get out on this floor, but there's nothing really here to do right now, so we won't do that. And then doors will close. And we'll start heading up again onto the top floor. See, we're going through the floor now. Lights dim a little bit, that's fine. We'll get up here, doors will open, and we'll walk out into our top floor. That is so freaking cool. That is so freaking cool. Okay. So, as you can see, each module is going to have 2 elevators like this, at least of these standard types. Cockpit at the front left corner, like this. We're also going to have doors, so let's make sure that we've got the right type of door. 3x2 is not going to be the right size. How big is this one? That is actually a very good size. Is it an odd number? It is. Awesome. Okay, so that's one down that end. We'll put one down this end. Make sure it's in line and in the right spot. There we go. And we'll do the same thing for the bottom floor. So you will go there. Does mean we're going to have to get rid of some of these merge blocks, actually. Otherwise, you'll be walking across merge... Actually, I suppose you can walk across merge blocks. That's not the be-all and end-all, is it? So there you are. They're the doors. Now we need to put some gyros in. So I've got the gyro booster. I'm not quite sure what that does, but I've got the encased gyroscope, which I'm going to use for this section, for this part of the ship. These are going to go... First of all, make sure they're the right way. I'll have one on this side like that, one down this end, one over here, like that, and then one down here next to the cockpit, like that. That should be enough to get a good degree of freedom. Batteries is something else we're going to need. So I've got the basic battery, I've got the fence straight battery recharge area, I've got the azimuth batteries, which I think we're going to try popping in here, because the azimuth batteries, if I remember, have a lot of storage. Make sure they're facing the right way. Now these are going to come all the way along like this. And then we're going to spin around. And they're going to come all the way along like this. They're the batteries. I just want to check actually the battery storage. Fully recharge in 14 hours. Well, all of these are going to be connected up. So your battery first floor, save you. You're all going to be set to semi-auto. So for now you'll recharge, and then once you're charged you'll start discharging. Discharging, is that the right word? I don't know. Sounds a bit bad. Gyro. I'm going to grab all of you as well, and you're going to be gyros first floor. Just in case there's a setting that I'm not aware of. Okay. So this ship is now definitely starting to look the part. I'm very pleased with this. I just want to check where these doors open. Where's the where's the snap? Where's the actual, like, where do you press T? Might have to change the door if I can't find it. Must be somewhere along one of these edges. I mean, I could open it and close it using sensors, I suppose. Pop a sensor up there. Let's just have a quick look. What other types of door I've got. So your airtight door 0, your airtight door, and it says open. You're an airtight door as well. How big are you? Oh, this might be a better option. It looks more the part. So let's get rid of this door. Because we don't need these huge doors, because we're not driving vehicles through this part of the ship. Other parts maybe, the hangars definitely. This part no. So let's take out these doors. You notice I'm taking out all of them in one go, because what I would like to do is... This is the cockpit end, yes? Good. So you there, and you there. Make sure they're both in the right spot. They seem to be, which is good. There's the opener. Press T. How do they open? They open upwards like that. Ah. That's a bit of a glitch that I'm not a big fan of, because if I then come outside, maybe not so much on this door, but if I come down to this one and open it, actually it might not even do it with this door, thinking about it. No, I don't think it will. I think it will just go into the floor. It won't actually appear. Alright then, we'll keep these. We'll keep them. So you'll be, go door, you, and we'll change you first. So we did the bottom floor first, didn't we? So your bulkhead front, ground front. You are bulkhead first front. Like so. We'll grab you and we'll grab you, and you are bulkhead front. Save. And if I go to that and closed, come out of this, you should see both sets of doors will be closing. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Right, so now we've just got to set up the rear doors, and I think we'll be done for this episode, guys. Because it's been 45 minutes, over 45 minutes, bordering 50. So I should try and keep these episodes not massively short, but manageable. As I say, this is going to be a series of building these modules and then building them up together into forming a ship. So we're not under any time constraints or anything like that. In fact, completely the opposite, really. We're under no time constraints at all. I do want to move this gravity generator and put it somewhere a bit smarter. I'll do that in a second. Which floor did I do first? I must have done the top floor first. So we'll go back to this. We'll do door. Again. You would be bulkhead first rear. You will be bulkhead ground rear. Like so. Grab you, grab you. You'll be bulkhead rear. Right. Open. Do you open? You do. Good, good. That's always good to see. And then wrong button. There we go. Bulkhead rear. Close. Do you close? Yes, you do. Fantastic. Alright then. A couple more things before I do end this. I'd like to try and get this module finished apart from the bodywork, because I can do that off camera. That's no problem. But oxygen is going to be an issue on all of these ships. Obviously, we want oxygen to work. We're going to use oxygen generators. We're also going to use oxygen farms, which do have to be connected up to the conveyors, which do sit in a not bad position, actually. If I can move these thrusters, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go with generators. I'll put some lights in as well, actually. I'll do the lights probably off camera as well. So the conveyors go inside here. Now, what I want to do... Actually, I could still do this. If I grab the oxygen farm, you'll see how this goes. I can get rid of these side thrusters, because we've got 2 on the top and we've got 2 on the bottom. Or we've got 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. That should provide enough forward and backwards momentum to actually be able to connect these up. No problem. These little modules when it comes time to do so. So let's see, we've got connector, There's the conveyor sorter, conveyor tube. So we'll pop one there. Conveyor tube. Pop one there. One there. You're sort of seeing how this is going. Question is it the right number? The answer, not really. So I might as well just make all of these tubes. Or, you know, split them up. Because I have a plan as to how I can do this. Right, let's grab conveyors. We'll go for the block. Absolutely no problem with that. Let's see, you're 2 in. So let's grab you. And we'll do that. So then down this end, we'll go 2 in. You flying in stuff there. 1, 2. And we'll do that. And then all along here, in fact, we'll do it like this. All along here, we'll have these conveyor blocks. And then we'll do 2 here as well. So now, if I grab this and do the oxygen farm, hopefully, yeah, these should work. Now this does leave the ship a little bit vulnerable to attack, because we've suddenly got these oxygen farms sticking out the side. Also, there's a chance that these might not work as efficiently as we'd like them to, because you can sort of see some are lit up, some aren't. You want the sun shining on them really to get the maximum effect, and I'm not quite convinced. I don't know, we've got 2. They might work. The other oxygen generators, I didn't actually check what they were. Just got to check that we've got the right ones really. So these are all storage tanks. These are the only oxygen farms I've got right now. These are all tanks. That's a generator. We'll install those on the ship in a second. These are cockpits with no oxygen. There's another oxygen generator. Okay. So it looks like we are going to have to go for this style, which isn't the most efficient. And it does kind of ruin... Yeah, do you know what? I don't like that. We're going to completely change this. I think we might as well just put it back how it was. So we'll get rid of all of you. We'll get rid of... Yikes, that nearly ended badly. We'll get rid of all of those. Try not to get hit by meteors. Please don't hit me. I'll be very, very annoyed if I get hit by a meteor now. In fact, I really should blueprint this again. Control C. Get rid of you. Control B. Create from clipboard. So where is it? Must be one of these ones. Here's hoping. We'll come back to that in a second. I don't think we've been hit anyway. I'm not even sure if we're in the line of fire where we are, but I really don't want to risk it, because that would be incredibly annoying if after all this we get hit. Okay, so that's nice and secure back in there. But what I want to do on this side is go 1, 2, cut you away, replace you with a conveyor block like that, and then pop you back in. 1, 2, cut you away, replace you with a conveyor block, and then replace you like that. So then if I come back in here now, in fact let's do it on the ground floor, because ground floor hasn't got much on it right now. We should go 1, 2, cut away. There's our conveyor block. See it? Underneath the battery. Good place for it actually. And then 1, 2, cut away. 1, 2, cut away. And 1, 2, cut away. Okay, so now this can be used for a multitude of things. First thing, let's pop. Again, I'm being quite lazy in using conveyor blocks rather than curved conveyor tubes. I think there's a bit more of a structural integrity, plus they are airtight, these blocks, which is much preferable. Many preferable. It's much more preferable to use the correct English, if that even is the correct English. I don't know, but yes, I want to use proper conveyors for this section here. So you're going to come down like that, down like that, down like that. No, let's do to. Let's grab some oxygen generators a second. See how big these are. Or oxygen tanks as well. We need some tanks. Right, wrong one. That was that one. We'll go for this normal tank. There we go. How big are you? Crikey, you're quite big. Does it have a console anywhere that I need to be aware of? Doesn't look like it does. So let's pop some of these down. I might go central actually with these oxygen tanks. Pop them in the center of the room. So there's the lift shaft. Let's go like that for oxygen tanks. So that means there's a 2-block gap on either side. You can actually get around. These should be quite big. These should be able to store quite a lot. What we will then do is go up here and we will attach conveyor blocks, because again they're airtight, just in case there's a breach anywhere. These will come in like so. So again, we'll put a block there and a block there, and then same on this side, one there and one there. Now I'm going to set these junctions up now. So let's see, you'll come down across like this to there. So that's this side done. You will come across this side. Whoops. You will come across this side to there. I need to be careful now because I am starting to... Actually, no, I'm alright. I was starting to get worried that I was going to jeopardize, compromise the shape of the ship by putting these in. But they seem to be okay for now, so I'm not going to worry too much. We're then going to grab these and we're going to stick them in like so. All of those. They look fine to me. And then we'll pop these ones in. So you and you. And you and you. And then all the way along like that. And then these ones will connect up to the center like that. To the center like this. Duck under here quickly. So again, it's a good idea from the get-go to make your ship survival ready. You do not want to find out afterwards that it's not survival ready, because that could be a huge shock to the system. You'll have limited resources and a very limited amount of time to actually go ahead and fix it. We don't want to suffer from that problem. The next thing we want to do is add some vents. Just as important. Now the vents are going to be a little bit tricky, I think. These ones are not going to be too bad, because I can actually, I believe, replace those. And they are going to be pressured vents. Yeah. That's always good to see. That makes life easier. But trying to get the air upstairs is going to be harder, because we've got batteries upstairs. I think what I could do... In fact, I'll test it now. So let's see. You come in here. 1, 2. So it must be there. Yeah. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. So then, again, 1, 2. You're the vent. So then when it actually comes to putting in the walls and stuff, this will now be a fully pressurized ship. I don't think there's any leakages possible anywhere. How full are these getting, by the way? You're on discharge mode at the moment. Fully depleted in 15 days. Would you look at that? There are going to be reactors on this ship. There will be a reactor section. But using these solar panels for these modules, you do actually make the ship a hell of a lot easier to fly around without it being connected to anything else. And I'll show you what I mean. This ship is fully powered right now. And if you look at it, there's no massive reactors. There's oxygen, of course. There's oxygen storage. Although, again, I don't know if these oxygen tanks have anything in them right now. They probably don't. And I also need to set these vents up properly. So the first four were downstairs. I'm using ground as a keyword, even though there is no such thing as ground in space. But I'm using that as a buzzword for all of this. So you are first vent. Now somewhere, yeah, if these depressurize for any reason, I'll have it so that the bulkheads close. But I won't do that now, because I think I'm going to need timer blocks for that to work. But it just means if there's a breach in the hull for any reason, straight away these bulkheads will slam shut. Why are these red? We're not getting any sun on that side. Where is the sun? I didn't even check that. I think the sun might actually be behind the planet at the moment, which could be why we're not getting any sunlight on some of these. Look at this. This is just fantastic. I love these lifts. These elevators are so cool. I'm tempted to put ones and have like another little catwalk up there as well. Or maybe just buffer up the armor some more. As I said, these are... Actually, I need to rename this ship. I need an antenna. That's something else I need. Laser antenna. Let's try you. See how big you are. You're actually a very nice size. Can I pop you on top of that? Look at that. That's ideal. So you are now connected. Actually, no. Let's not put you there. Let's put you down the other end, because I've got an idea for what can go on top of that particular one. A remote block. Because I imagine at some point this ship might be flown from the perspective of somewhere else. So we'll need a remote block, and this is a good spot to have it on. If it will let me do it. Come on. There we are. Perfect. It's a good perspective to have it on, because it's fairly... I mean, it's central in the ship. It's not central in terms of the horizontal... the vertical axes. The best place to have put it would be literally in the bulkhead there. But I'm not sure if that's wise in terms of everything. Maybe. Let's see, if I was to put you in there instead. See, that could work, but then... No, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'll just have to remember that the remote block is on the first floor, on top of an elevator, for when I set up waypoints and stuff. Because in theory, this ship now, I could just go and set it up to fly, and it'll go off. Right, let's set up the antenna. Laser antenna number 2. No, you are going to be called... Actually, is this the right type of... Might not be the right type of block. Remote control 3. We're going to just change you to remote control. Okay, so you've got handbrake, inertia dampeners, control, autopilot, collision avoidance. That's the one. So it will go round and it will avoid particular things. So it won't collide with planets, asteroids, other ships. That's what I would like. That's what I've been waiting for so long, actually. So I'm very, very pleased that they brought that in. I just want to check that I've got the right antenna. I might just stick another antenna in as well. One of the default ones. These are big though. Small ship block, azimuth futuristic antenna. Let's try the azimuth futuristic antenna. See how big you are. You're actually a pretty decent size if I can get you in a good spot in the ship. Again, we're on the first floor here, so if I just spin you round. so that you're sort of facing the right way. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Now I've got the name of the ship. Perfect. So this is going to be standard module. You are going to be standard module 1. So our standard module 1 antenna. Can't spell antenna. There we go. Broadcast radius, yep. Show ship name. Right, so if I now go to... So you're currently called large grid. I don't want you to be called large grid. I want you to be called something else. God, how do I change the name of the ship again? Info. Info. Convert to ship is... Okay. Standard module 1 laser antenna. Info. It must be under info. Show antenna range. Show sensors field range. Gravity range. Center of mass. Grid pivot. No? It's not under GPS. I know that much. Control panel. Is it under here? Do you know what? I don't know where the ship name is anymore. It's converted to a ship. I know that. It's a ship. That won't go... Scroll down. This won't scroll down. Well, it tells me how big this is. Grid mass is 2.5 million. Triangles, not worried about that. Gravity generators. Oh, I need to move the grav gen still. 132 thrusters, 237 conveyors. So that's pretty big. Accessible ships. Yeah, I need to change that. I need to change the name of you. Don't know how to do that. Let me look it up quickly. Have to bear with me a second, guys, while I use my phone to look this up. I'm not using my laptop still at the moment. If I switched it on right now, you'd know why. But I'm not going to do that. Naming ships. Do I need a beacon on it to name it? Is that what I'm missing? So see, you're named. Good. Beacon? I'll try sticking a beacon on. See if that does anything. Right, name. Standard module 1. Info. No. Okay, hang on. It's one of my issues with Google is I type in what the problem is, but it doesn't show it in chronological order. Right. The ship has no owner. Right. That could be the issue. Control panel. Control A. Transfer to me. Yep. Share with my faction. Okay, now can I change the name? Yes. Easy as that, guys. Easy as that. Standard module 1. And OK. So that is the name of our ship. I'm going to quickly blueprint this. So again, I don't lose it. There you go. You can see all the names and stuff are sticking out now, which is awesome. Control C. Control B. Create from clipboard. And there it is. Standard module. Fantastic. Right then, guys. That'll just about do it for today. So all that's left for me really to say is thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, although it's only in the first episode. But there will be more episodes coming up soon, so let me know if you're enjoying the series. Leaving likes, even if you don't like the video, leave a dislike so that I know that you're not enjoying it and I can change things up. And if you do leave a dislike, tell me why. You know, it's helpful to know that there's something that you're not liking, but it's not helpful to not know what it is that you're not liking, if that makes any sense at all. Basically, if you dislike it, just tell me the reason why. I won't be offended. I won't be upset. I won't start crying. Probably. Hopefully. But it's nice to know so that I can improve and I can change and then actually give you something that you do like. That's the goal with all of my series, to be honest. But yeah, leave some comments down below for ideas for future episodes, including ideas for future modules, because I'll be looking for ideas as to what other modules I can build. As I've said, I'd like a cockpit one, which has like the main controls of the ship. I would like a hangar, maybe a few hangars, big hangars, small hangars. I'd like welding sections, grinding sections, cargo sections, assembly, refining, oxygen generation, all of that stuff I would like in each individual module, or specialist modules. So give me some ideas, let me know. And until next time, guys, I will see you soon.